What's really interesting is that, there's a lot of hype around Claude, etc. as well. But Claude went from 1.5% to 2%. And then you'd be like, why is this so small when there's so much hype around it? And so I think that reminds you that this is the traffic share of the chatbots, like the web chatbots. And that means that many people use Claude for coding and so on, and they don't go on the chatbot. They go on the terminal, they run it inside Cursor, they run it inside other tools. And so that's why, like, this is a bit deceiving.
So
but
this is essentially showing us what the kind of normies who are using this kind of
Exactly.
for a little bit each day
There
are
was a
using.
stat from OpenAI last year that said that 5% only of ChatGPT users pay for it as well, which you could assume it's reflected throughout the market. Like, you would assume that only 5% of all these visitors are actually paying for it. Another thing to take into account that is really not illustrated in this graph is that despite losing market share, despite losing like 20% market share, even more, OpenAI's traffic doubled last year. And so the market category itself is growing significantly. And what's happening is basically the market's growing a lot, and most of the growth is being absorbed by Google. But actually, ChatGPT itself is a growing website right now. I mean, it has actually dropped in traffic a little bit in the last few months, but like over the last year, it has been growing.